Albion confirms that the explosions seen in the skies over London were indeed an Albion drone project that was sabotaged by the DedSec insurgency. In an exclusive interview with GBB Radio 1, Albion founder and CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
Truth is, the supposed freedom fighters of DedSec have made London less free. That drone project was meant to replace Albion boots on the ground, let the city get back to normal, but now I can't in good conscience stand my people down. That's not how I lead.
Cass went on to implore listeners to treat any suspected DedSec operatives as terrorists and to immediately report them to Albion.
Is he serious? He was going to kill anyone who stood in his way, and now he blames us?
And it's working. Sorry, that was too cheerful. Sadly, it's working. Too sad?
It's what he does. Scares the shit out of people, then swoops in and plays the hero. We've got to show them what he really is.
So that's his weakness, his image. If we shatter that, he falls apart.
Yeah, we actually had some ideas about that. Take it away, Bags.
This is Claire Waters, political dissident and podcaster, reported missing after teasing a salacious upcoming episode. Sadly, it never aired, so all we have is this.
On the next episode of Buccaneer Radio, I'm chatting with someone from deep inside Nigel Cass's inner circle. He's promised me something that will expose Cass as the tyrant I know he is. This is gonna blow the roof right off White Tower. See you next week, pirates.
Nigel would have spun that interview if it was spinnable. If he went after Waters for it, that tape's a smoking gun.
We've got to have it.
Claire was known to broadcast out of Freight 1. You should begin searching there.
Dresses as a beekeeper.
I need you to get out!
Claire used to broadcast from somewhere around here. That's all I've got, I'm afraid. Bloody analog technology.
If we can find her so easily, her enemies can do it too. We need to move fast. Fucking hell. Someone killed her before we could get to her. We can't let this go.
I'd love to listen to you moan all day, but perhaps investigating her murder would be a better use of our time.
Absolutely. We'll find out the truth and make sure her killer pays. Let's see what we can find. What do you make of all the footprints?
Several individuals. Boots rather than shoes. One with a tread unique to a certain paramilitary supplier. I think it's from their autumn collection.
And Albion is a paramilitary consumer. This graffiti, Bags. It's a bit overkill, don't you think?
Claire did release several podcasts critical of Clan Kelly, which you'd think they'd be used to by now. They're a criminal gang. They shouldn't expect flowers and thank you notes.
This doesn't feel like Clan Kelly's work. This is too amateur. They're big time. They don't do this sort of thing. Whoever did this got everything but Claire's tablet. Any chance you can scan it, Bagley?
Tablet unlocked. Claire seems to have logged conversations on it.
Okay, you've agreed to speak on the record. You are an intelligence technician at Albion and work closely with Nigel Cass, correct, Mr...?
Just you. I can't believe I'm doing this. If they were to find out.
I know. Only have to step outside to see how Albion treats people. What do you have for us?
Proof that Nigel Cass was complicit in the bombings.
What? But that's... Here, transfer it to this secure storage drive. How solid is this information?
It's a recording of him talking some...
Security, drop your weapons!
You can't do this!
Gather all our equipment and get it to the carousel. Do. Take that wall. Then get rid of this body. She can stay here. Gang vengeance is an horrible crime, ain't it?
Fuck me. Cass sent a squad of his goons for Claire and that other bloke. That recording's gotta be the real deal. Bastard knew about the bombings.
Albion must have Claire's equipment then, along with the audio file evidence.
That would be exactly what we need to take down Cass. Claire will finally get the justice she deserves. All of London will. I heard the Albion prick mention Carousel. It's probably Carousel Plaza, the Albion propaganda library.
Sounds like as good a place as any to start looking. The stolen evidence is here somewhere. Watch out, Albion security is thicker than whoever cleaned up that crime scene. There's also a lot of them around.
Well, after what they did to Claire, I don't mind saying I'd like to have a go at those Albion scum.
Yes, well, let's focus on finding Claire's equipment, shall we? Claire's equipment, including her secure storage drive, which shockingly appears not to have been tampered with, so the audio evidence is probably still intact.
Drones being deployed to apprehend the suspect.
I'll take over.
Watch out, Albion security's thicker than whoever cleaned up that crime scene. There's also a lot of them around.
Well, after what they did to Claire, I don't mind saying I'd like to have a go at those Albion scum.
Yes, well, let's focus on finding Claire's equipment, shall we?
Investigating disturbance.
Bastard shot me! Using lethal force. Clear. Moving on. Search the area.
Searching for target. Target sighted. Target
Give me some backup.
Drones being deployed to apprehend the suspect.
Neutralizing hostile target.
You found Claire's equipment, including her secure storage drive, which shockingly appears not to have been tampered with, so the audio evidence is probably still intact.
Show
Stick to procedure.
Well, I know you're listening. Let's talk.
We told you the Prime Minister would turn you down. Brits love to see private military contractors on foreign streets, but not their own.
He's a fool! This whole city, this whole country's collapsing. The military's held together with duct tape. Police are running scared.
Someone has to save the people, Nigel. Someone strong.
They do. And I've already worked it out. The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tac teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
You're forgetting something.
And I'll get you access to filament, as agreed. Now go away.
Now scarper or they'll kill you for sure.
All persons on the premises must at all times carry valid identification and be prepared to present it to Albion personnel upon demand.
Has a voice that makes you want to snap his smug bollocks in a pencil case, doesn't he? And Zero Day knew just which strings to pull to get what they wanted, didn't they? Filament.
And Cass was willing to trade it for the keys to the city. Fuck!
Doing a search?
Don't know, fam. I think I always thought there was a chance for him to... Fuck!
To be the man you thought he was. Sorry, Hamish. If that man ever existed, he's gone now. We have to get this information out there, to the people.
You're right. When you lot get the chance, come to Piccadilly Circus. Been working with Bags on something, and this proof is just the token we needed.
Dresses as a beekeeper. Their authority and comply with their directives.
London, you've been lied to. Nigel Cass and his Albion peacekeepers intend to permanently control this city.
The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tac teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
Nigel Cass collaborated with a terrorist to bomb this city. Then, he set up an orbital drone program called Themis that will target you based on your stolen data.
I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis.
I've given you the truth. Do as you will. Actually, fuck that. Resist. Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Hamish!
Haha.
Is that really you? In the flesh?
Yeah, well, can't lock myself away from the world forever. Got a lot to make up for, don't I? Besides, you sorry lot need all the help you can get. Check it.
Fucking wankers!
Yeah. Albion won't just disappear.
Sent that to every news outlet I could think of. They're gonna have it on the loop for a while. And when the people tweak to what it means, Cass is done.
He'll be removed, prosecuted for high treason. They'll have no choice. We've done it. Congratulations, team.
That's good. Really good. But can I take a nap now?
No, I'm listening.
Yep.
I doubt this is the reaction you were expecting, but Nigel Cass is in the news again.
The government has convened to review its contract with Albion. Nigel Cass himself has responded to requests that he should surrender to the authorities in a heated call with the GBB.
Just shut up and listen to me. I will not be removed by the government or anyone else. I will die first. And many will die with me. They're calling for blood. They'll have it. This city belongs to me. I am its shepherd, and I will slaughter my flock before I relinquish it.
Cass has barricaded him.
Shit. He's gone off the deep end. He's liable to take it to the streets in his state.
We have no choice. We have to get to White Tower and stop him.
Mate, Nigel's got a private bunker under this place where he liked to tweak his toys. I'll bet he's barricaded himself down here. Won't be anyone but the true believers around the compound.
Yeah, I better get to dealing with Cass, huh?
Luckily, his reinforcements are limited to whoever's faffing about nearby.
among us. Be on your guard. Allow no one to pass unchecked. You cannot let anyone stop us from protecting London.
We can guarantee it doesn't happen in his lifetime.
London's highways are safe without vigilance.
Men and women of Albion, your true enemy has finally shown its face. Masterpiece. But what more can we expect of you? Yes. Come to destroy the one man aimed to resist their tyranny. Who do you think Project Themis would have targeted first? They're saving their own skins, nothing more. I found the answer to our problem, and I will not stop until it's brought to fruition. Are you sure that's what you want to come up against? Do you want to test my resolve? Well then, come try.
Seems that manky little nerd was the one who kept diverting relief supplies away from the Burrow to keep everyone in line for Albion. These days you can do a lot more evil with a spreadsheet than a drone fleet.
Brill.
What was that?
Neutralizing hostile target.
You're just irritated.
Listen here. I'm going to tell you something, and it's between you and me. Completely off the record, yeah? The whole thing's quite disturbing to me. They've got good reason to close off parts of the building, but at the end of the day, it's a load of bollocks. This place is a treasured part of London's history, of its culture. Great, powerful men have ruled over this fortress. The citizens of London have an obligation to it. You can't keep people out. They must visit it, breathe in its very essence, so that they too can become great. But again, this is all between you and me, mate. Carry on now.
I need backup at my location.
Dispatch, deploying drones to apprehend suspects.
You're already dead.
That takes care of security. You can now access the elevator to the bunker.
Shit, I'm on my own. Reloading. I'll have a look.
Doing a sweep of the Code 3, closest units proceed to alarm location. Drone, perform a search. Search complete. Sync time codes.
I am the law. Come down. Let me show you.
Your weapons are useless against that drone Cass is wearing. Complete the network bypass to power up the EMP stations. Cass has called in reinforcements. What a surprise.
You've ruined my plans, DedSec, but only temporarily. I'll rid the city of you once and for all.
Points revealed. The EMP worked. Fire away. The first EMP station is depleted. Power up the next one with a network bypass.
More forces incoming. Check your tail.
What you see is the future, the evil of security. You will not stand in my way.
Did you not hear Bagley? Complete the network bypass to power up the EMP stations.
Weakened the drone's armor. Attack! The drone's shielding is back online. Power up another EMP station.
Heads up. He's called in reinforcements.
Your fight is futile. They won't even thank you. All your efforts, all your sacrifice.
EMP stations back online or you have no chance. Finish the network bypass.
Here's your chance to do some damage. Don't waste time.
Let's get this over with.
Time to end this.
I will make London great again.
I'm impressed. Think your little resistance is ready to be London's protectors?
Well, we're good enough to take you out.
Oh, it's a thankless burden. And the people will hate you for it in the end. Even when it's for their own bloody good.
I think we'll let the people decide what's good for them.
There it is. DedSec's fatal flaw. Your faith in people. You recruit all types, don't you, straight off the streets. Well, I used to have faith in people, too. I got a good man killed once.
Well, that strikes Nigel Cass off the list. Shame. I think he would have made a smashing 0 day.
We have plenty of work still to do. Cass may be gone, but Albion won't disappear that easily. Expect the powers that be to find fresh excuses to keep them on the streets. That said, I think we've earned ourselves a bit of a rest. From Zero.
Albion guards are in service of the state. Respect their authority.
Oi, you put down a mad dog, DedSec. Needed to be done. This calls for...
Inspector Lau? Coming to fraternize with delinquent vigilantes? You're really branching out. Welcome.
I'm only human, and we've got a lot to celebrate. Cass finally got what was coming to him, and with Mary gone, the Kellys are on the back foot for once. DedSec is making it hard to be a bad guy in London. Until the Met gets its bollocks back, I'm still on Team DedSec.
Welcome to the safe house. Think you'll join DedSec now?
Nah, mate. Gotta maintain my free agent status. Not enough booby traps in this place. Still, I'm glad we linked up. Don't know who else would have had the bollocks to take on Cass. Losing their psycho cult leader is gonna hurt Albion, no doubt. But trust me, fam, they won't pack it in so easily. Hope DedSec's got some fight left in it.
Hey, Nout. Taking a break from your dark web contracts, I see.
A well-deserved one. Since we teamed up, the corporate class are thinking twice about fucking with London. See what happened to Castlehaven pissing in their trousers. The tide is turning, mate. Keep fighting, and I'll fight along with you. Laters.
No, you.
What's so funny, huh? Care to share with the rest of us?
And spoil my one source of entertainment? I'll give you a hint. Spooky voice, catchy name, bit of a drama queen.
Or did you just forget that you haven't actually found Zero Day? You looked at Albion, Sirs, the Kellys, even Sky Bloody Larson.
Have you ever considered that instead of looking outside, you should be looking in?
We have a problem. Come talk to me.
Hello.
Sorry to spoil the party, but we have an uninvited guest in the DeadSec network. They're downloading all the tech we've acquired to a remote device labeled Drill Britannia.
What the hell?
DeadSec. The name is Zero Day. We've met before, in a past life. This city needed a villain, and you were perfect for the part. Now I have you playing a different role. While you've been running around trying to save this city, you've actually been arming us for a war. But then, it isn't always for us to know the role we play. And sometimes, once we've played it, our role is to die.
Hell! Zero Day stole all our data!
Here's where I would remind you that I've been trying to warn you about the zero-day threat, if I was an unfeeling machine.
Bagley, tell me you can trace the signal?
I can't pinpoint the origin of the commands, but the admin accessed the drive through an IP range dedicated to autonomous vehicles. I have a general geolocation for it, and I suggest you make a visit now. Seems your mate took quite a bashing and has wound up in hospital. They won't be available for some time. If you're feeling clever, you might consider recruiting a paramedic to the team. It's a brilliant way to shorten that hospital stay and get your teammate back online.
Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. We only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water. And I think that what Sky Larson's done with Bagley is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I can't really imagine the optic without it. But what do you know about Sky Larson herself?
I thought you understood our partnership. You go out into the field, risking life, limb and liberty, and I do hard bits. But I can't do hard bits if you don't stay close enough to the target. Look, I'll even mark its new location on your map. Oh, thank you, Bagley. You're so clever and kind to do everything for me. Oh, you're welcome, random operative.
Other than this tech that she's put out into the world.
I've always found it a bit creepy that she's so obsessed with this idea of transhumanism.
Why wouldn't you be? When you've got a mind as amazing as Sky's, why wouldn't you want to take what you've got and actually augment it by working with technology, by improving your physical self, changing your body and the world around you, implementing more technology to extend your life and really sort of extend human capabilities?
You sound pretty much in love with Sky Larson, I have to say.
I can't comment on that, but I am a big fan of her work. She's been one of these people that has transformed the world around us, and just watching how her mind works from afar is pretty incredible, because some of what the technology she's introduced has changed how we live our lives. Bagley has been this really incredible assistance to humanity as a whole. Did I ever tell you that I actually interviewed Sky Larson once?
Really? I thought she never spoke to the media or anything.
So this was a long time ago, back in the day when she was a little bit more accessible, and she was one of these people that just had an amazing presence. You were inspired by her very being, and she was just incredibly talented and knowledgeable, and one of possibly the best living people I've ever met.
I'm not sure you're being too objective there. I mean, I imagine she's not very likable as a person.
She obviously despises humanity in some ways. I think she believes that becoming data is preferable to being human. She's one of these people who's extremely methodical in everything that she does, and she does everything to perfection and really tries to change the world around her and make it a better place for us to live in.
If you say so. Welcome back to The Upload. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, it was a real shift in the way that the world works. Let's recap the basics. So, central to cryptocurrency is the distributed ledger technology, the tech that keeps track of all transactions. And what this means is you can have a decentralized system without having to trust any one party, like old-fashioned banks.
One of the reasons why I got involved so early was that you could stay anonymous.
I had them! Yeah, the features of cryptocurrency very much fit into that early mindset. It was all about finding an alternative to centralized systems. It was kind of a counter...
Trace complete. The signal controlling the van originated in the Stockwell war bunker. Good chance that's where Zero Day has been operating this whole time. If so, they certainly have a flair for the dramatic.
Oh, I'll show them dramatic. Just point me in their direction.
But not everybody now wants to keep up this crypto legacy. They don't share this attitude anymore. We've seen institutions, businesses, even governments experimenting with crypto, which doesn't really fit into its original radical counterculture mold.
Yeah, it's kind of weird today to think of people not using cryptocurrency. It's so mainstream now. You know, I'm almost nostalgic for the feel of cash. Good old-fashioned paper and coins. First they changed the paper notes to plastic notes, and now it's just all digital. There's nothing to hold on to.
It was great just to be able to have a little bit of money to carry around with you.
I think the turning point in the UK really came a few years ago when the pound... dropped 10% over just one season. People living off grid started using crypto, and just as everyone was losing faith in the pound, they were gaining it in cryptocurrency, which turned out to be much more stable, kind of the opposite to what people thought in the beginning.
And then, of course, there was the recession. It didn't take long for startups to see an opportunity in this new way of doing finance. A lot of traditional money was converted to crypto, and it really shook up the financial sector.
Can you remember when they first introduced crypto cash points?
That was really sneaky. It was a classic startup behaviour. They just installed them everywhere. No consultation with the government, no approval or anything. But people immediately started to use them.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of how Bloom put out the Optic. They just made it free and flooded the streets with these devices. Suddenly everyone had them.
If there's this great option of tech, people are just going to start using it, no matter the cost.
Parliament actually tried to put a stop to the cash points, but people were using them so much already. There was outrage. I mean, some parts of London were already using crypto as their primary currency by then.
And now, apparently, or at least in theory, crypto is illegal.
Yeah, in May this year, economists found that crypto was being traded more than the pound, and banks were not happy. They basically forced the government to ban cryptocurrency in a last-ditch effort to save the pound.
But it's not like that's worked. People are still using crypto, and it's been pushed further, deeper underground. Things used to work fine with crypto. It was just a peer-to-peer sharing economy-style system. Now it's all on the dark web and wrapped up again in...
You're near the Stockwell bunker, potential hideout of the evil universe DedSec that calls themselves Zero Day.
They say nature abhors a vacuum, and so it seems with London's dark economy. Join us on GBB to learn why London's criminals are selling food to refugees.
I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches.
Hello, Britain. This is The Bug, the show that holds up a mirror to the world and smashes itself on the head with it in despair. I'm Andy. Joining me, as always, Alan.
The elevator that descends into the zero-day bunker is guarded by a strange security system. Some sort of copycat game. You'll need to solve it to gain access to the lower level. Ouch. Don't say I didn't warn you. Well, I'd be careful not to muck it up next time. No pressure.
Am I mad, or is this stuff definitely not from World War II? Do you think someone upgraded it?
Time to pick up where your teammate left off. I'm sure they'll thank you once they stop eating through a tube.
Should expect as much when you join DedSec, right?